Hi everyone, welcome back to Who's Got the Tea, where we explore all things tea. My name is Shayna Hu. I am a tea enthusiast exploring teas and taking you with me. Alright guys, so today we're going to be talking about corn tea. I was browsing the interwebs, I saw it sparked my curiosity, and because I was curious, I figured that maybe you guys would be curious about it too. So here it is, corn tea. So today we're going to cover where it comes from, how it's made, what corn tea looks like, what corn tea tastes like, benefits, and if corn tea is the same thing as corn silk tea. Corn tea comes from Korea. It's actually a staple there, and they will drink it just as we would drink water with any ordinary meal. So the process of actually making the roasted corn kernels is pretty simple. It just involves taking your raw corn and placing it on a pan, and then you can either use an oven to roast/toast, or you can use a saucepan and on stovetop just roast them. And you just want to wait until they get that very burnt, dark color. I mean, they're not going to be charcoal, obviously. Don't keep going until they're charcoal. You just want them to be a roasty brown, like a nutty little baby acorns, you know? Or before they turn into popcorn. You can drink it hot or cold. If you want to drink it hot, it's preferable to steep it with the actual corn kernels. And then if you want to drink it cold, say like an iced tea, it's an iced corn tea, you can drink. It's an iced corn tea. I keep messing up because I think about quarantine, so it's like brunts. If you want to drink it iced, use the tea bag form because it's just more efficient in making iced tea, and then add your honey or whatever sweetener you enjoy. The name for corn tea in Korean is Oksusu Cha. And I can remember the last part, the word cha, because in Cantonese, cha means tea. And it seems like they've brought that over into Korean or vice versa. And cha in Oksusu Cha means tea. And then Oksusu means roasted corn. Alright guys, we're going to start with our unopened bag of corn tea. It's pretty vacuum sealed, and then you can see once I open it, all the corn just dropped to the bottom. I purchased this roasted corn tea at my local Asian mart. It was about $5 to $6 for 2 pounds, which is fairly cheap in my opinion. And you can just see the back of the nutritional facts. There's not much to say. There is a lot of fiber, 11% per cup. Next, we have our close-up of the roasted corn kernels. As you can see, they are like an acorny brown, and some of them are actually cracked. I'll take a closer look at this one here, and it almost looks like it's about to become popcorn, which is really funny to me because it's kind of like we're drinking popcorn water. To brew our roasted corn tea, the recipe just calls for 4 tablespoons of our roasted corn to 4 cups of hot water. So I'll just eyeball the hot water and we'll brew it for about 10 minutes. You may know this already, but corn tea is actually a tisane. As I mentioned in one of my other videos, tisanes are caffeine-free or herbal teas. So instead of brewing tea leaves, tisanes brew things like flowers, fruits, roots, and yes, even corn. To learn more about tisanes, check out my other video where I discuss loose leaf teas versus tisanes. I even brew 2 hibiscus tisanes and a jasmine tea. When it comes to health benefits of roasted corn tea, as you know, there's a lot of fiber in it. It is also naturally gluten-free, and there's a little bit of potassium and calcium too. Alright guys, we finally have our tea. Honestly, it smells just like roasted corn. As you can see, it's very clear, consistently clear. There's no chunks, there's no sediment, and it's kind of just a pure honey yellow, I would say. I'm not feeling enthusiastic. Alright guys, so This tea tastes like corn, so you do know that you are drinking the water of roasted corn. It's not a crazy flavor that you would not expect. There's also a subtleness that makes it more palatable because the corn is very subtle, and there is this little sweetness. It's not a lot at all. If you like sweet, I would tell you to put some honey in it, but it's not a very strong sweet. It's just the most subtle, like eating sweet corn kind of sweet. It tastes like that, but boiled into water and also roasted. It's kind of just a replacement for water, and so if you were to drink water with your meal, you can just drink some mild corn tea with your meal instead. Cheers! Corn tea is using roasted corn kernels. Corn silk tea is actually made by brewing or steeping the outer portion of the corn that you pull off when you're at the supermarket. It's thin and strand-like. That is the corn silk. The corn silk tea has a totally different list of benefits compared to the corn tea that we're drinking and having today. If you guys are interested in corn silk tea and you want me to do a taste test and review it, I would be happy to. Just let me know in the comments below. Alright guys, that's about all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me. I really enjoyed getting to share my experience of corn tea with you guys. If you guys try corn tea, let me know in the comments below what you think. But until next time, see you soon.